We've got a Friday that is packed with fighting game news. We got the last Jojo All-Star Battle R DLC character. We got a new Tekken character reveal, the online stress test, signups for Mortal Kombat 1, along with a new Granblue Fantasy Versus Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising DLC character, and some news on the rollback. But we're not sleeping on the anime news, obviously. You know what channel this is. So we're going to talk about a new Attack on Titan VR game. We're going to talk about Infinity Strash, which is a Dragon Quest game that has an amazing look and finally has a release date. We're going to talk about Dragon Ball The Breakers and the GNU DLC. And last but not least, I didn't want to, we're going to talk about Sword Art Online Last Recollection. Welcome to Around the Bush. Welcome to Around the Bush. Where is... Oh, no. I didn't... Okay. What? Why did it... Did it crash? Oh, no. I didn't want it to crash. Wait, this thing crashed. This is not okay. Press it now? Damn, smooth as it can be, huh? Smooth. How's everybody doing today? No Rene for this episode, which means this will probably go a little bit faster. So I will invite, like, everyone that is in this voice chat on the Discord server to just chime in whenever they want to, whenever, like, you think you have something to add. I'm definitely open to some dialogue. Otherwise, this will be done in 5 minutes because I just go through the news and without anyone to dialogue with, this is kind of not as good of a show. So definitely invite you guys to speak up. You don't have to speak on every piece of news if you don't play the games or whatever. But if you got opinions, like, super happy to hear them. So let's start with the headliner. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R. This is the end of the season pass right here with another Diego, alternate world Diego. So this is Diego with Zawardo, the stand from Dio. I don't think he'll be a mounted character at all. In fact, this is straight out of Eyes of Heaven, which, you know, a lot of people give this game some flack for, like, recycling a lot of assets from Eyes of Heaven and bringing them over to All-Star Battle. But I don't think it's that obvious. I think a lot of the characters they've done were not present in Eyes of Heaven, so that argument kind of falls flat for me. In this case, yes, you are 100% right, though. This character is coming from Eyes of Heaven, and to be honest with you, it is a little bummer of a DLC to me. I think JoJo is a very rich universe. You could pull a lot of different characters from it and be super creative with your movesets. Instead, you make a non-canon character because it was already done in a previous game. That's kind of lame to me. But that is my opinion on the subject. I will also... because I have to, contractually, this is... oh my god, you guys... you are not ready for the soundtrack that this trailer has, because what the hell is this banger? He stops time. Oh no.
This is not JoJo.
This is not JoJo. This is not CyberConnect 2. I don't know where this came from, but
That's
oh my god.
Fire. Yo.
I don't know where that came from, dude.
That just woke me up. Thank you. That's lit.
Oh, welcome to the stream, yeah. So, if anyone has any opinions on this, I open it to the floor. I think it's kind of a lame DLC character, but that's just me. I'm happy to hear contradicting opinions for sure. The weakest DLC, and it is sad. Damn. I don't know about that. I think the last DLC was pretty goddamn weak. So maybe this will be better. The goddamn toy helicopters, that's not it. I don't know what that character was all about. Put Mountain Tim in the game is what I say. Anyway, have you filled the My Hero Ultra Rumble survey? No, I've been looking for it, like, in the... So I've seen it linked, but I don't want to fill it up. Because I want to see a Bandai account tweeting that, you know? And I haven't seen that yet. I just see people spreading it, and it's like, wait, where did this come from? I'm not feeling this up. You put a link here. Is this for the previous beta? I don't know. So I'm waiting to see like an official Bandai tweet or something before I post it in news and ask people to fill it out. So many good characters, and we got this. Vegeta's also disappointed. I got it from Kani Deku stream. Yeah, I've just been seeing it spread through non-official sources. So I don't know if it's legit. There have been 2 surveys in the past for the previous betas. So yeah. This character really filler? Yeah, it's alternate world. It's like if Diego had the world and was a stand character, you know? If Diego was in season 3 of Jojo's, basically. I don't know. I haven't finished part 7 yet. I haven't finished reading it, but that's what it sounds like to me. Brian Fury is going to be the next Tekken character to be revealed in this trailer. Brian, I think... I don't think he's ever a guaranteed character. He sort of feels like outside of that central circle of Tekken characters, but he was a very obvious choice, I think. So happy to see him back. This guy was a top tier for so long in Tekken 7, absolutely dominated the scene for a long time. Now I actually don't know where he is, but regardless, I think people will be happy. A lot of comp players will be happy to see him back. I've always liked the attitude of Brian. The guy that brings a gun to a knife fight, right? Still waiting on Kunimitsu, personally. I'll take what we got so far.
Well, I'll say, I was at Combo Breaker when they revealed Brian, and it was so sad because it did get leaked, and everybody saw Harada like sprint to the other side of the venue, and it was just like, dang, man, this is one of those characters that like, it's like a staple for a lot of people.
Oh yeah,
right? Like, it's almost kind of like, I can't really put into like perspective of anime for me, but I know this character, a lot of people are like, yo, he's one of the more expressive characters so far in Tekken 8. Like, even with his rage art, pretty dope.
The minigun?
Yeah, the minigun too. I'm personally like you. I mean, I already have my characters I want already happily, but I just really want them to bring Christy back. If not Kunimitsu, I'm fine. The roster to me right now, from a Tekken fan perspective, is pretty broken.
Hell is Kunimitsu? Oh, Shinobi girl. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I feel like she's also not an obvious addition to Tekken. I think that's one of those that I think you can definitely pop off, because I don't think she's guaranteed.
Yeah, I've also played it. I've also played it at Combo Breaker.
Oh, so okay, great. How was it actually?
Yeah. I think the game itself is pretty swell. I can see this game being very divisive though. From like a Tekken player perspective, it's more so focused on aggression, like literally the heat engager system. What most people haven't brought up is that it's kind of, I'm saying this in quotations, like Force 50/50s, where like you do it and it just automatically moves you forward. I've seen a lot of people that did play the test complain about that, not being able to cancel it, and I think it's like it's fine, but I can also see people being like it gets stale after a while because you just see the same animation that the game wants you to do continuously. But this is the alpha. But overall, I think the one thing that was weird about the game was the movement. That was the really weird thing. I'm a big fan of like melee, Marvel, like just tech skilled input movement. I like stuff like that. But here, it just felt heavy. That's probably my only big complaint about it. But sidestepping felt beautiful. If you want to sidestep, it would come out 99% of the time perfectly. It's just moving back and forward was very weird. And I think that's their strategy, or I guess game design philosophy, where they want people to play more aggressive instead of just backing up or just wave dashing to get out of situations continuously and have those weird stalemates. They want it to be a bigger spectacle. Okay. But I'm perfectly fine with it.
All right. Korean dashing still in the game?
Yes.
So I can't play this on controller? Is what you're telling me?
You can play it on controller, yeah.
I mean, can you Korean dash on controller?
Yeah. It's harder. It's harder. They didn't let me use. The funny thing is that Harada came up behind me when I was playing it, and I tried to take out my Victrix, but they're like, I don't know that yet. And I was like, oh. And then like an hour later, he bought like hitboxes. He bought like a hitbox, a junk food, and he just walked to the other side of the venue. So I guess he's gonna probably test how movement functions on those controls.
For sure. Cool. From Tekken, we go into another one of the big upcoming fighting games. I mean, the first one came out today, right? The big fighting games of the year. First one came out today, Street Fighter 6 release day. We're all hyped. This is gonna be a 1 hour long around the bush instead of a 2 hour long, because I have some Street Fighter 6 to play, baby. Bandai tweeted, nice. I'll include that at the end of the news. Nice. Thanks for that, Ichunka. Let me just put that over there. Ultra Rumble. We'll talk about Ultra Rumble later. Nice. So the other game, Tekken 8, and then we have Mortal Kombat 1, which is coming out this year. They usually have a pretty tight announcements to release schedule. So they probably have a big marketing plan ahead of us. I expect to see a lot of Mortal Kombat news in the near future. But of course, there will be a stress test. And this stress test, you can sign up for it right now. I'll put the link in chat. I will not put the link on the Discord because it is in news. So you have it there if you want. But I put the link. Is that what? What the fuck is that link? Okay, let me grab a better link. I always get people asking, yo, how can I play and whatnot? But I just look. You sign up now. Don't miss the window, because people always miss the window. They're like, oh, how can I play? You missed the fucking window. I told you to sign up. Just sign up. Honestly, like, even if you don't want to play, or even if you don't want to play, don't sign up, obviously. But like, if you're on the fence, yeah, just go for it. Sign up. This is the online stress test. You get to play Mortal Kombat 1 early and try out the online and whatnot. Next, I guess I'm not talking about this because I don't think there's anyone here that played this. Oh, Ashra made it. Ashra, talk about this fucking wall of patch notes. I'm
insulted. I'm right here as well.
Oh, Andrew made it. Yeah. Shit. Oh, you weren't here at the start though. That's why I was.
I was not. Yeah. No, sorry. I have a lot of things going.
Yeah. So Melty got a big wall of balance changes. It's all of this. So thank you for the big picture.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Overview of this. Like, tell me what's up. Like, what just happened to Melty?
It's mostly buffs around most of the cast. Mostly reduced recovery of some moves, so those characters be a bit more aggressive. One of them, funny enough, got a audio change, so you can hear them better.
The reverse bird catch up.
Yeah. So that's a funny change. One of them got a slight nerf from a character people hated, Vlov.
Okay.
But it's still usable. He's fine.
Well received then, I guess.
It's fucking love.
Yeah.
If everyone got buffed, it's usually a good patch that everyone likes, and like a slight nerf to the guy everyone hates.
Not sure if everyone likes, because they were like, each character has some weaknesses. Let's address these. So they buffed some top tiers. You have these characters. You have
Washimaru.
you have Ark got buffed for whatever reason. You have Dita Apostle Noel, the little girl that everyone hates. She also got buffed. They were top tiers, and we're like, you know what? Yeah, they had some issues. Let's fix them. Not everyone's.
The less I see of Vlov, the better.
True, he was too dominant.
Cool. All right. Positive feelings on Melty. Love to hear it. Some issues here and there. We'll see what happens. I mean, there's also a new Melty in development, right? We know that.
It's under night. Yeah.
It's under night. My bad.
Yeah, it's a new uni.
New uni. Anyway, moving on to another one. Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising has a new character trailer. This is Siegfried, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, my boy.
Sick character. This guy, by the way, Kakashi's voice actor, first and foremost. This character looks so sick.
I thought it sounded familiar.
Oh, yeah. It's Inoue something. Big sword. Rekkas? Did I see Rekkas?
Yeah. Massive sword Rekkas.
I like sword Rekkas. I think I saw Rekkas. I don't know. But yeah, big normals, slow moving projectile to stay behind it.
It's Some of the meatiest attacks I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
I like this guy a lot. I know you can see a lot of like the new systems showcased here too.
Yeah.
Which is lovely to see. I like how he stops the momentum there to fake a cross up. Big cutscenes in Rising looking really sweet. But along with this trailer came some sad news, ladies and gentlemen. We're supposed to get a beta for rollback in May. Today is June the 2nd. What happened to the rollback beta? Well, they put out a message. And the message says, yo, we're going to do it in mid-July. Okay, that's 2 months later than originally planned. Sorry about that. The releases of the game itself are still on track. But yeah, the beta is going to happen a little bit later. Watch the Siegfried trailer though, huh? Isn't that cool? Sorry we had to delay this. The Siegfried though, yo.
I mean, they can't do it in June. I'm gonna tell you right now, they cannot do that in whatever, because the Street Fighter 6 is out. The farther that this game can get from Street Fighter 6 after it delayed itself, the better.
Oh man, I was about to say exactly the same. Their goal was to do the rollback beta before the Street Fighter 6 release. And now that they haven't met that, they are pushing it like a full month after Street Fighter 6. Like, they cannot do it in June, 100%. My feelings exactly, Andrew.
At least we also get a reveal of another character in early July as well.
Yes,
with
July. True.
I can honestly see them announcing the rollback beta with the character.
Yeah, with the dates too. Sure.
Yeah, because usually something that I personally like about Granblue with their reveals, they announce something 9 times out of 10 and then they say what's next. So it kind of keeps you, like, if you're really into that game's like cycle, you know what's coming next. Like, even with this trailer, like, the next character will be revealed in July.
Yeah.
You know, I really like
setting
that.
Expectations to be like, okay, leave us the fuck alone.
Right.
We'll tell you more in this date. Like, I really like that. It gives the community something to look forward to, and also, like, I think quiets down a lot of the rumors and like pondering that happens around a community whenever there's no updates. Like, oh, is this game dead? Like, what's happening? What's the future of this? Like, this was us for the better part of a year playing Dragon Ball FighterZ. Like, okay, are we done? Gogeta 4, is this the last one? What are we doing? Like, we just did not know. But yeah, it can also lead to stuff like, oh, okay, now we gotta apologize because we didn't meet the date that we set out to for the beta. So I guess this doesn't make us look good, but still, like, they're still doing a beta before release. They didn't announce a date. They wouldn't have to look bad, so to speak. So there's advantages and disadvantages to these approaches for sure. Early July, so close to Evo. Yeah, what? Yeah, fine.
Yeah,
totally fine. Evo is gonna have a tournament for Rising. It's a pre-release tournament, so it's not like a major or even. It's like a little side thing. But yeah, that is Granblue Fantasy Versus. And to wrap up on fighting games, let's go into the SNK minutes. Damn, all the rollback is getting delayed, huh? This is crazy. Samurai Showdown, regarding the netcode update, they've been working hard. It was coming out on spring 2023. And now it's summer 2023. Well, we pushed it back. Cool. But in light of this revised update schedule, we are planning to conduct a second community beta test on Steam in June. So these guys did not go the route of Granblue and stay away from Street Fighter. They're going to have a beta in June.
Minus the timing, this is necessary. Not many people played the Sam Show beta, I imagine, but it was rough.
Yeah.
Capital R-uff.
That was literally the worst rollback beta I've played, so they need to put that in the oven.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I killed somebody, and it rolled back to me getting slash death, and I was like, but I won. I was like, what? And I was like, you know what?
Like, you could be on the win screen and like 10 seconds later, boom, back in the match.
Yeah. Evo is when the next Granblue character will be revealed, probably. No, we just told you early July is the next reveal. Evo is not until August. But I bet they'll have a reveal at Evo too.
Yeah.
So Samurai Showdown delayed the netcode update, but they're gonna have another beta in this month. And also, King of Fighters 13, which some people in this call might call the pinnacle of pixel fighting games, is gonna have is gonna have its first open beta on PlayStation 4. Guess what? SNK does not give a fuck about Street Fighter. Does not care. June 5. So early next week, next Monday, I want to say. Yep, Monday.
Yep.
Starts on Monday. PS4 also playable on PlayStation 5. Rollback beta for King of Fighters 13. King of Fighters is already
King
like
of Fighters 13.
it's already such a niche game, and you put it so close to Street Fighter 6 coming out. I don't know, man. This doesn't sound like a smart thing to do, but go for it, SNK. I guess you don't have to bow down to the whims of Capcom and the overlords of Street Fighter. Do your own thing. Pop off, King. Go wild. Oh boy.
At least the 10 people who play the game will be happy.
Yeah, the 2 people playing the game will be happy. Anyway, with that, folks, it's been a long week for fighting games. You know, a lot has happened, but that's the news. That said, I did not forget about the rest of anime. Meta, the Facebook Meta, the fucking VR thing. They had a big event where they announced a bunch of games, and one of them was an anime game called Attack on Titan VR Unbreakable. Now, this had been announced before, but we have never seen it, and now we still have never seen it because they released this, but this is like a concept, pre-rendered animations only, not actual gameplay. So like it's a visual representation of what they want to do, sort of, but not the actual game. It's gonna be mostly like a zip around / Titans type of game. I think Attack on Titan has come a long way, and it's a lot more than this nowadays, but it's hard to make a game on what Attack on Titan is right now. And I think this still works. I think like a lot of the main appeal still comes from zipping around, the M gear, slashing Titans and whatnot. So this still works. It is weird that this feels like, wow, this is based on Season 1, right? If you look at this, that's what I would say. Oh, Season 1 Attack on Titan. So it feels like a little behind its time. That also felt a little like small and limited in scope. But yeah, this is coming this year. So anime VR games, I guess we'll look out for them. But I don't know. What are you guys' feelings on this?
Whoever has motion
we let
sickness.
Mark
Okay, yeah,
Zuckerberg
no,
make the next Attack on Titan game.
Everyone talk at the same time.
On 3, 2,
Brilliant.
1.
Motion sickness, it sucks.
Oh my god, I don't know how they're gonna solve that. It's gonna be tough.
That's definitely gonna be the biggest problem.
Why do we let Mark Zuckerberg make the next Attack on Titan game?
True.
This looks visually rough. If that's like the pre-rendered thing that's supposed to promote the game, I hate to see what the final game will look like.
Yeah, I guess that you also don't want to make it look too good, and then have the game come out and be like, oh, this is looking a lot worse than it was. But yeah, this is pre-rendered stuff. It's not what the game looks like even. It's an odd choice for sure. I do think like VR games have to be marketed like this. They can't be marketed with like actual gameplay. They have to be marketed with like a representation of that gameplay. That said, it's very easy to be like misleading and paint your game in a better light than it actually is. So like a lot of that just comes down to developer trust. Like, oh, I trust what these developers have done in the past. They're showing me this concept. I know what they can do. So I believe in them or I don't believe in them. That said, a lot of the developers are like new players in the VR space, right? So they don't have a big track record for us to pull from. But at the same time, if you just make a trailer with gameplay, it's gonna look awful. Like it does not look good. VR does not translate well to like a trailer. So I don't disagree with this kind of marketing for sure, but it all just like comes down to how close this is to the final thing.
For me, if this looks like the final product, I'm fine with it. It's just that when you're starting a product this early, you don't even have footage of the game. You have expectations a little bit or a lot higher than what you're gonna deliver. There's gonna be problems you're gonna run into, there's gonna be bugs, there's gonna be management issues, and eventually the product's gonna be scaled down. So if it's scaled down from this, I fear for what's gonna come out.
I don't think at this point it's gonna be scaled down because this is coming out in winter 2023. So at this point they have probably nail down what the content is, I would say. Otherwise, it would have been delayed here. I think it was delayed, actually. I think this was coming out this summer, and it's coming out this winter now. So, maybe... I think with that delay in mind, I think they should probably nail this next release date. And I don't think any scaling down is happening at this stage. Maybe it already did, but at this stage we should be good to go for a final release.
If that's the case, then all's good for this game.
Yeah. Next, this is one of the games I'm most excited about that I rarely talk about. Infinity Strash, which is a Dragon Quest game. Do I have a trailer? Fuck yes. You guys look at this beauty while we talk about it. Coming out from Square Enix, it's a Dragon Quest game. So it's gonna be RPG console game, old gen and new gen, simultaneously, and it just got a release date. It's coming out on September 28th this year, so that's not far at all. I'm really excited for this. Like, as an RPG, like single player thing, I'm probably gonna get lost in this for a while. I don't know if I'll like cover it too much, to be honest, but super excited to play it. Am I gonna review it? RPGs take a long time to play. Depends. I don't have a Square Enix person. I'll try. If they send the code early, I'll do it. But I think this looks awesome. I think it's got a really good look. Yeah, it's also coming to Xbox. These games don't always come to Xbox, so that's really cool to see too.
We need the Glob 10 hours later video. We don't even need the full review.
Yeah,
that's all we need. I just need to see you play it. But for me, this is probably one of my most anticipated games of this year.
Really?
Besides 16. Yeah. I really love this Dragon Quest, the anime. I love everything about it, right? I think the gameplay, what really captivates me is I'm also a little closet Dragon Quest fan. So it looks like an evolution of the hero system, just rebuilt for a single player RPG experience, right? Some of the animations. So seeing that, it looks smooth, and looking how like the ults and special moves look, it just looks like it's going to be a great time all together, you know? And I'm interested to see Square, you know, tackle more anime games, like at least console ones. That's why I'm very like interested overall.
Yeah, that'd be great. They do have Final Fantasy coming out soon. Does that count as anime game? I don't know. So like this is actually licensed though, so it's a different thing, right?
Yeah.
Still Dragon Quest, which I mean has a big video game history, so probably a lot easier to work than with someone like Shueisha. But still, yeah, it is a different beast when it comes to license holders, and apparently you got a third team that you got to work with and split costs with, and then the budgets just go to shit, and then games don't get made, or they get made and people get mad because there's stuff that's missing, and anyway. Infinity Strash coming out September 28th. It's pretty soon. This game had been announced to come out this year, so I was half expecting it to be delayed, but no, here we are. End of September. Really cool. And yesterday, or the day before yesterday actually, Season 3 of Dragon Ball The Breakers officially started, and it started with Ginyu and 3 new survivors. Now, for the first time, Bandai is holding some tests on a public test server until I think next week, where you can just go into that test server and you have everything unlocked. Every survival skill you could want is unlocked. Ginyu is unlocked. You don't have to buy him. The cutscene looks awesome as always. And yeah, Ginyu, we've messed around with him. This is I like that they did this live stream too ahead of release, by the way. Kazunoko just playing as a survivor. Casually Kazunoko playing as a survivor. So Ginyu, I don't know how to defeat Ginyu. I don't know how you do it. Unless the Ginyu is throwing, I don't know how you do it. Because if you defeat Goldo, he evolves into Raccoon. If you defeat Raccoon, he evolves into Jaice. If you defeat Jaice, he evolves into Ginyu. And now you're fighting a level 4 Raider before you've had the time to level up yourself. It's a Raider where you have to do everything right. You have to kill those characters, forcing them to level up faster. But if you don't kill those characters, Ginyu is hella buff. He has extra health, extra damage, extra speed. It's really hard to defeat. So you have to reach Ginyu as fast as possible so he's weak. But then, you're probably not going to be strong enough to fight against Ginyu, so you have to play the time machine game. You have to find the keys, plant the keys, and do all that stuff. It's rough. It's really rough playing against Ginyu.
Oh, absolutely. Like, even when we were having that session yesterday, it just really feel like even when you spent the time to get to, like, 2 people getting to level 1 killing Goldo, then now it's just straight Raccoon, he's now level 2 and now he can just kick your ass.
Right.
And if most people haven't started going for keys or Dragon Balls yet, you're already in a massive disadvantage, even though you've already took out Goldo.
Yeah. So it's I feel like I've seen some of these gimmicks before. I think like if you kill Nappa, you force Vegeta to evolve earlier, for instance. And now we're seeing that, but amplified, because it's every form. Like you cannot defeat the Ginyu Force until they reach Ginyu. That's the only way to take them down. And like a popular strategy for Dragon Ball: The Breakers is let's jump the Raider before he gets too strong. But if you do that, you're just helping the Raider evolve. So it's an odd kind of strategy. Yeah. Like I don't really get when they go for these kinds of things. That said, I really like body change. I like that they made body change work for Ginyu. So you activate the ability and you swap bodies with a survivor. Well, not the survivor itself, but the transfer that he has equipped. So you can become Goku, for instance, or Bardock, or whatever they have equipped on their level 3. I think that's really cool. And without a timeout, so you just become that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really cool ability for him to have. It's really good that they implement it, even them having a lose animation if he still loses with it, with the frog.
Yeah, but if he gets defeated, which is like almost impossible. You body change and then you got beat up? Oh, okay. That's right.
Like, if you're already Ginyu, it's kind of like a win more button more than anything.
Right. This what? Hi, Tim.
Hi.
What was that?
I said it's a big catch-22.
Big catch-22. True. Yeah. I think so. This is the season 3 DLC. There's one more that they committed to, a season 4 DLC. Probably the androids at this rate, I would say, which is feels a little underwhelming. I think even Ginyu already felt a little bit underwhelming as like character hype goes. Because you have the main villains of Dragon Ball Z already. So you have Vegeta, which was the DLC. You have Frieza, Cell, and Buu, right? Ginyu is the warm-up villain to Frieza. So it's like we're already like jumping down a tier. And I think they'll also jump down a tier to the androids, which are like the warm-up villains to Cell. Instead of going for some of the other major villains that we saw in Super, for instance, which I think would be a much safer pick, in my opinion, like going for a Goku Black, going for a Broly. That would have been, I think, a smarter move. That said, I don't know if we're ever going to get those characters.
No.
I forgot C Broly exists as well. If you're not going to go Super Broly.
Yeah, but C Broly also non-canon, so it's in a weird spot.
Yeah, I know. It's just if they're not gonna make him a villain.
So yeah, I don't know if we're ever gonna see those characters. I think they would be wonderful additions, but they only committed to 4 seasons. I don't know how alive or how profitable the game is right now. Honestly, with a public test beta, I don't think I'm ever buying DLC again. Because you go into the public test server, try out the character, and you jump out until the next DLC. That's how I play the game. I don't need to spend money on it ever again. And I think a lot of people will share that methodology. That said, the public test server, I found matches within 5 minutes. Like every single match I found was less than 5 minutes of queue time. Part of it is because like they removed the dumb queue system that they did for Vegeta, where you could just queue as a raider, making the priority system completely useless. Now you queue as flex, so you have to play survivor in order to get the raider. It's still demotivating if you just want to play the raider and you go, wow, I got the raider. Oh, priority back to 0. Fuck, uninstall the game. But I think it's a much better solution than what they did for Vegeta, which was, if you want to play raider, queue as the raider, you might have a longer queue time. Well, what's the priority system for then? Well, who are we fooling?
Doesn't make any sense, does it?
Yeah, you can't have both. You cannot have both. Ginyu is all right as a raider. I think he's very strong. I think he will definitely get a big nerf before he goes into the big server. that said, I kind of don't care. I got my feel of it, and there will be a video on Ginyu coming out tomorrow. Any final thoughts on Ginyu before we move on to some of the last stuff?
Not about
Ginyu. I didn't play. I wasn't at home.
About this test server, just feels like the last slap to whoever consumed this game. Like you spent money on the gacha, you spent money on the DLC, and then suddenly, there's a test server now. You get everything, and everyone's there. So your stuff is like, okay.
It is temporary. Like next week, it's gone, right?
It is, but that's interesting. The game is temporary as well. So like nobody's gonna pay it daily.
Ouch! Ouch!
Got him. Damn. Oh, good stuff. Finally, Sword Art Online released a new trailer, the game overview trailer, where they go over some gameplay systems. Look, I don't see the difference between this and Alicization Licorice. I don't know what they did. It's just a new map. It's same systems. It's the same game. I don't see any reason to play this.
Why don't they just make it DLC then?
Yeah, because
money.
Yep. Pretty much.
You guys should carry the show. You know what I'm gonna say already.
Yep.
But sorry, I mean, yeah.
I love the comment that says they should make a great ape raider.
It did.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you not?
Yeah.
Oh, right. No, wait. Sorry. Game's dead. No one played it.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you play,
that's why it's funny.
Which start as Bubbles, but he becomes a slowly bigger monkey.
With special co-host Vegeta, he's just there.
Vegeta's controlling the monkey.
Yeah, he's controlling the monkey.
He's not even a monkey, he's controlling the monkey.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a two-way with Satan.
Why do you play as Kirito again? So you don't have to. You can make your own character. There's character customization again, just like the previous game. And yeah, you can pause the game just as strategic stuff or play in more of an action mode. There you go, player customization. Call it some other thing. Don't call it... Yeah, it doesn't feel like... Honestly, it doesn't feel like an evolution of Alicization. And that's my problem with it. It feels like it's the same game, but different environment.
It's not even Electric Boogaloo. Come on, man.
It's not even Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, so I don't know. This is not for me. I'm gonna skip this one.
Yeah.
Not on the channel.
I guess if you really liked what the other game had to offer, it's just more of that, and that I guess that's fine. But if you wanted something different...
And there is an audience. I remember streaming this on Twitch and like having a couple of go-to streamers that were streaming this every day and like they were in love. And I'm like, let's go, man. Fuck. Big Dono, hey! Jason Richardson might not remember me, but I've been subbed since TGN Anime Days. Keep up the good work, brother. Your name is familiar, I'll say that much. But no, I do not remember Jason Richardson specifically. Do you guys know, like, does he go by any other name? You remember the Jason Richardson? You've been here since the TGN Anime Days too.
I've been here, but I don't quite remember.
There's a bell in the back of my head going, but I can't quite put it
There's
down.
something there. There's something there. Really appreciate Big Dono. Big Dono for sure. Appreciate
Big Dono. Shout out Big Dono.
Shout out Big Dono. WW.
Oil daddies, let's go.
Oh wait, I think I have something for that.
You might not remember me, but I've been subbed since the TGN Anime Days. Keep up the good work, brother.
He tried.
Wait. Oh, there's no funny! I can't think of it. I haven't got any. Sorry. I wasted your time. I'll ban myself now.
Thank you.
I thought that would actually be an explosion, but it just said explosion.
Sorry.
I hate that. Okay. Finally, last piece of news today. The Ultra Rumble beta is over. Are you on your way to becoming the #1 hero? Let's hear it on the feedback survey. I'm gonna post this in news because I haven't yet. But it's very important. They have been listening to feedback so far. I'm not going to fill it up on stream because I don't want to... I mean, I can say what gender I am, but I don't want to influence your answers. So I will not be filling it out on stream for you guys. I will post it and encourage you to fill it out yourselves if you can. Here is the link to the survey. Does this work as a link, or is this going to like HTTPS? Is that a link? Does that work? Yes, okay. And put it on Anime News and say My Hero Ultra Rumble feedback survey. Please fill it out. They actually listen to feedback. All right. God damn it. I didn't do the survey right. Survey. There you go.
Yeah, I guess besides like maybe some like small technical issues that the game had during the beta, it was mostly a good time for everyone.
I think so, yeah.
With the new stuff happening around.
I did make a feedback video and had some of your opinions in there. But yeah, I think this was a lot better as a beta. I don't know why everyone is asking for a lock-on system. Or like fix the lock-on. There's no lock-on. Shoot, it's a third-person shooter.
Yeah, that's a skill issue. Like, you gotta be better.
You can't have a lock-on system on a third-person shooter. What are you talking about? I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, we're gonna move on to Q&A. And for Q&A, ladies and gentlemen, I am, obviously in this voice chat, so you guys can voice questions. I'm looking at no mic voice on Discord, and I'm looking at the chat. So ask any questions you guys have. Ask away. And I'll answer to the best of my ability. Let's go. Let's wrap this up before playing some Street Fighter. Wenkai, I just... Oh, wait. Wenshin is out, Wenkai is in? Is that the new thing, Ender? Okay. I don't know. Zelda and Street Fighter now. I would be crazy.
No, yeah, I get it, yeah.
I'd be crazy to play Honkai.
I would say the exact same answer, yeah.
Lock-on is not a thing. You'll miss a lot of shots with lock-on. People want an aimbot. Yeah, that's what they want. And I honestly think aim assist is kind of aimbotting already. I don't think it should track you if you are hiding in a bush, for instance. And Trader uses it all the time to find people in bushes. He just aims at a bush, and if it snaps, oh, there's a person there. Boom. Like, okay. And like, it snaps super aggressively too. I think it's too aggressive, but because it's too aggressive, you can't lead shots. So I think higher skilled players who can aim, will never use aim assist. But players who can't aim want to lock on. It's so weird. I don't know. Globku is the CEO of Bandai. He can fix anything you guys want. Not true.
True.
Not true. I will not be here next Friday, by the way. Next Friday is the Summer Games Fest. I am traveling to the United States, and I'll be attending that thing live, and then playing whatever they have available at the booth. Because I'm going to Summer Games Fest. I'm going to LA. First time in the United States. Got my passport ready. It's kind of scary, but I'm going by myself. I hope I don't catch a disease, because then I'll be in debt for the rest of my life, because America healthcare system. But yep,
God,
that's me. Also,
why he cook us like this?
Also, they have guns, so you gotta be careful. True.
Yeah.
You go there with Rina. I just told you I'm going by myself, but okay. No, solo.
Are you bringing him in your luggage?
Yeah, and then I'll go naked. I can't fit any clothes in the bag.
That's a good way around.
What's the lock-on feature? It's nothing. It doesn't exist.
So fun.
Yeah.
I think people are talking about aim assist, and they want aim assist to be stronger. I think they're crazy. They want to press a button to be like lock on and then mash the projectile. Boom! I killed him. Hey, no, you didn't. The game did it for you. Do you think they're gonna make a new Bleach game? I can only hope.
Oh yeah.
I cannot say whether or like. I think you would think they would have made a ton of Bleach games back when it was like top 3 anime, right? When it was one of the big 3. But they didn't. They made a couple and they were all bad. So like now, do they make a Bleach game instead of a Chainsaw Man game? Do they make a Bleach game instead of Jujutsu Kaisen? Like there are some anime that are way bigger than Bleach at the moment, and there are way safer bets. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I hope so, but I don't know.
I've got a question. Is there a genre that you would like to see more with anime games that haven't been explored as much?
Visual novels.
I knew it.
2D fighting games 100% is the answer. We got Dragon Ball FighterZ and nothing else.
Yeah.
Closest we got afterwards is maybe the Clash of Ninja series.
Yeah.
And even that is like, kind of fighting game.
Yeah, that's stretching it a bit, yeah.
It's like, okay, maybe reduce the subs and you got kind of a fighting game there, but with the amount of like subs you get, I mean, you get one sub, but it's like 75% of your meter, and you regenerate meter pretty fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, even that is like, okay, as a fighting game, that is kind of, but it is a fighting game, yes. How's the tournament scene going for you on Discord? So on my Discord, I don't do tournaments anymore, but I did start the AGC, which is a Discord server dedicated to the anime game community, and it is focused on tournaments. We started with only 4 games, and we're going to add the game number 5 during this month. That's, I guess, an exclusive announcement for you guys. So right now, we're going to have Dragon Ball FighterZ tournaments tomorrow by Trader. 40 players signed up already. We got some big names in there. Kasuga, Puffcakes, and I'm forgetting a few. Pumping Priest, Mao Mao. And we got a ton of like Demon Slayer players that are trying out Dragon Ball FighterZ tournament. It's gonna be great. Like, this is what I wanted. I wanted the crossover between fighting game community and anime game community. And hopefully next week we will see some of the FGC folks over on the Demon Slayer tournament that Ichunka is putting together. That is the goal, is to bring those communities together in a big way. So yeah, that is going great because we got like 1,000 members in less than a week. And next week I'm gonna shout it out again with a Demon Slayer tournament, and hopefully it will grow even more.
Yeah.
Your first remember, yeah, first time. If you run away from there, medical debt probably won't reach there. USA people don't know where Portugal is. True, they'll go to Spain.
Yeah, Spain.
I was gonna say, do you think there's gonna be a chance for Street Fighter 6 to see the light in AGC if people like really like it?
Do we consider Street Fighter 6 anime?
That's the question, isn't it? That's the question.
You want me to tell you the truth? Street Fighter 6 the most anime Street Fighter.
yeah. No, I agree with that.
That is true.
Actually, Third Strike's pretty close, but
I'd almost say Street Fighter 4, but
nah.
No.
I think 6 is more anime.
comic-y.
I mean, this one is also like street art, sort of. It's not really anime, but yeah. I don't know. I was gonna launch the server a week after when I actually launched it. Like, I was gonna release it this week. This is when I originally planned to announce the server. But then a little wrench got thrown into my plans, and what was it?
The fighters, something.
The travel.
Yeah, Dragon Ball FighterZ dropped a patch.
Yeah.
And because it dropped a patch, I'm like, it makes so much more sense to announce it now with Dragon Ball FighterZ, because it's one of the games we're featuring, instead of next week on a My Hero Ultra Rumble game, or on a My Hero Ultra Rumble video, when My Hero Ultra Rumble is not one of the supported games. So I moved that announcement up, but originally, because the announcement was going to be so close to Street Fighter, I was going to use Street Fighter to boost the numbers, 100%. Like, it was going to be one of the games that we feature. It was going to be 5 games instead of 4. I'm glad I didn't do that, because I think it would lose a little bit of its identity and become more of an FGC server. I think the FGC already has a ton of servers like that, though. Like, there are already a ton of FGC servers where you can just go and play a ton of different fighting games on a weekly basis. Like, they have a schedule. Mondays is Fighters, Tuesday is Strive, Wednesdays is Melty, Thursdays is Street Fighter, Fridays is Tekken. You have those servers everywhere. The anime community does not have anything like that, and that's what I'm trying to do with the AGC. I think there is some FGC crossover for sure, but I think I'm going to try to stick to anime stuff only. One of the games that we might add this month, we're going to only add one. I'm going to put a list on the announcements channel, and you guys are going to vote on which one you want. But one of the games on that list is going to be Guilty Gear Strive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of people asked for that one. Another one of those is going to be Xenoverse, and I hope you guys don't vote for it, because I hate that.
Please, everybody vote for it now.
It's not because I don't like Xenoverse. In fact, like, it doesn't matter whether I like a game or not, because I just find a game master and they develop the game themselves and the tournaments and whatnot. I'm just there to help the game masters. But it would require a lot more work from me to find the game master, like, because I don't know that scene so well.
Interesting. Well, yeah, makes sense. But thanks for answering.
No
I
problem.
had that little
Question for later: how excited are you for the sequels to 1 to Switch? I think I'm excited to see what the games are, but I don't think I'm playing it. It was a nice gimmick game to like discover Switch as the console. I think now it's less impressive, but we'll see what kind of mini games they come up with.
What are your thoughts on Street Fighter 6 so far? If you've played any of it,
I've just played the World Tour,
10 out of
in
10.
the final game. I've not done anything else. I thought I was gonna boot it up and play the World Tour until like 2 a.m. and I went to bed at 5. So.
Yes. Oh my god.
That's fucked
I
up.
can attest because I was there.
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, basically Nico Go came into the chat and he's like, oh man, only 10 minutes and I can play Street Fighter. I'm like, what? In 10 minutes it's 5 a.m. These Americans are gonna get to play and I'm still awake? I gotta go. And like, as soon as it's like 5 a.m. and like, oh yes, I can play the game. I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm going to bed. No, we gotta go. Again.
When the 10 minutes finished, Goku went like, nah, I'm gone. Bye.
Gone.
And Ashura, I 1v1 him. He was a Marissa player, and I got destroyed. Marissa's just too scary. Marissa's just too scary.
What character do you want next in the My Hero Academia game?
Muscular.
Okay, sure. Let's go down
A
the chat.
Lemillion.
I think Mirio is a very interesting. I think there are characters that are like guaranteed to come out, and then there are other characters that I'm so curious because of how their quirk will work in a battle royale, and Mirio is one of them for sure.
Oh,
you see Mirio launching across the sky, jumping to the ground.
Any others you guys got?
All for One would be interesting, but
Stain. I want to stun some people.
Stain, interesting one. Yeah.
The muscle guy.
Yeah, muscular.
Yeah, muscular. I said that.
Muscular. You know which one? The dude who controls people with the voice, because sounds similar to
Shinso, yeah.
Yes, Shinso.
I think
I've actually already made this list, by the way.
I would like to see Kanoko.
Who's what?
Mushroom.
Oh, the mushroom.
Why are you weird?
Okay, no. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna just say, I want Hawks, man. Give me Hawks. But like, I want to see what they would do with that type of character.
Endeavor would be nice to see. Well, it's a guarantee.
Here's my list of interesting quirks for My Hero Ultra Rumble. Mirio Gran Torino, because like he fucking jets around. Stain with a stun. Night Eye because of prediction. Like, how do they do it? Probably they'll just do something boring like, oh, he can counter you. But I think like prediction is always like a cool quirk to translate into any game. Fucking Twice with clones? Come on.
Nice decoys.
I think Mineta would be a wonderful trap character. Gentle, put trampolines all over the place. Please. Shinso, I agree with you. Kurogiri, a teleportation gimmick in a battle royale? Tsukuyomi, puppet character. 13, black holes. I would love to see some physics-based quirks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Let me play as Hagakure in my MHA game for once.
I think these guys are locks for sure. Kirishima, Endeavor, Momo, Jiro, Aizawa, and Hawks. I don't think they're gonna have an interesting moveset, but I think they're locks. And then I have a big list of maybe they'll make it into the game, but we'll see. That's my list.
Do you think they'll put 4,000 Dekus like every other game that came before this?
I wonder. I do wonder. Is this Hi-Fi? Yeah, this is Hi-Fi Rush. I'm gonna switch it now that you said it. If the new Jump game is announced, will you add it to the AGC? I'm not adding games to the AGC based on them being announced. I'm adding games to the AGC based on community interest for tournaments. And like having something like that at launch is kind of risky because you never know. Can I even invite players into a lobby? So like, imagine me going through a month of like, okay, let's find a good game master for this. Let's find a roster of TOs and commentators. Let's make the structure for like the Discord server, the chats, the roles. Let's start promoting this. Let's invite people. Then the game comes out and you can't even invite each other to play a match.
Yeah.
So anyway, this auto announcement, we will be adding Budokai 4.
True.
We already have a Tenkaichi 3 role. I think what I will do is just change that role to Tenkaichi, period. And like the Tenkaichi Game Master will take care of the rest. Yeah, I don't know if that thing's getting announced, by the way. I'm starting to believe in it less and less every day. I think we'll know for sure next week at the Summer Games Fest. I will be in that crowd reacting. I think they said they will send a ticket. I will be in that crowd reacting to the announcement if it happens. If it doesn't happen, I'll be in that crowd reacting to whatever else happens. Because I think just Storm Connections has got to be there, and hopefully something else. Do you also kick out games if they have no players? We'll see. We'll see. I don't have any like requirements to delete games yet. I do think like once in a while we'll need a cleanup, but it's way too soon to think about that because we're only supporting 4 games so far, so it's not like out of hands yet. We can definitely work with these 4 games for a while. I think my goal is to add 1 game every month. So
yeah,
Storm Connections is already in, by the way. This is just the Storm role, so that will naturally translate over. That's the next big arena fighter, so we're ready for that. And yeah, I'm gonna be doing another game June, July, August, September, October, November, maybe December. I'll take a break.
Sounds good.
So a lot of new games from now until the end of the year.
Basically, yeah.
So what you're saying that in December we're gonna get the most games announced because you're on vacation?
Maybe I'll take a break from adding games. I didn't say I was on vacation. My vacation, if you want to plan for like video game announcements, my vacation is in July. That's my vacation.
No, we're during Granblue? That's wild.
Well, we know when the new jumpers.
The running joke is when he goes on vacation, I just start rubbing my hands like, all right, some heat about to come out.
New content is coming.
I could take a vacation during Granblue beta and actually just play the beta. Because like I'm probably not making content for Granblue. I'll be happy with that. I'll try it again, but like I tried Granblue at launch and it did not fucking work, so.
Man, be like that.
How do you decide what anime like thing to make content or not? Is it just a popularity thing, or is it just whatever you feel like? Okay,
it is mostly a popularity thing. If I'm not interested in the IP though, like I don't do it. If I think, oh, it's really popular and I'm not interested, maybe I should read it or maybe I should watch it and like hopefully become interested in the meantime. But yeah, there's a lot that I just try and I'll see if it sticks, and then it doesn't, and then I don't do it. Kind of it. It's a lot of trial and error. I think after a few years, you kind of know what works and what doesn't.
Yeah.
Like let's say a One Piece game gets announced tomorrow. I don't think that's gonna work on the channel.
No.
Like One Piece is not Dragon Ball. For as big as you want to present the numbers, you go like, look at how many manga copies it sold, and look look at what this thing is they're doing in Japan. It doesn't matter. This piece of news just came out today.
What did?
Hello.
Tim?
Mm-hmm. What is it, Tim?
Hello.
Tim just here.
No, I'm asking what came out. Sorry.
Oh yeah, this piece of news just came out today. The Dragon Ball Super anime return has been in such high demand that in just the United States, the demand is at an all-time high record for all TV shows at 309%.
Damn.
This is like 309% is like in comparison to the interest in Japan. So like Japan is the benchmark, 100.
Yeah.
Look at this fucking thing. This is why
triple.
One Piece is the opposite. It will be like at half or like a quarter. And that's why One Piece like does not track in these videos in the American audience. Like One Piece is tiny in comparison to like Demon Slayer, Naruto, Dragon Ball. Like it's So you got to know where to look for popularity.
God, Game Service is so good this season.
This is holy fucking shit. It's yeah, it's crazy.
Insane.
Also, you saw Muichiro's backstory. You can go make that worst Hashira video.
Oh yeah, that is true. That did come out. I think I'm gonna wait until the end of the season.
Okay.
Because because part of it is like how his behavior changes after he recovers his memories. It's part of why I think it's the worst Hashira. But there's also like there's stuff coming out early next week, and I don't want to do it. There's like then there's Summer Games Fest, and I think after Summer Games Fest, the weekend after is when the show will have its final 1 hour special, and hopefully it's not while I'm in America.
Don't tempt it.
Don't jinx it.
But I will
Jinx everything.
after it's over, I'll make that worst Hashira video.
It's the worst Hashira.
It's not the worst season.
I agree with
Started
him.
season 3.
Sucks.
Wait, what? I didn't understand anything.
Muichiro fucking sucks.
Okay.
Anyway,
Well, I see your shirt.
Okay.
Get your gamer subs, and you too can get some oppai.
There we
some
go.
shirt?
That's
some
heavy.
shirt.
There you go. That's how you sell.
If I use code GLOBKU, can I get a 10% discount with GamerSub?
All instructions are in chat. Can I see the fidget toy you're using? Yeah, sorry, it's just 2 magnets and plates, and they were also a sponsor. They also sent me.
Oh,
this.
you're still using the fidget toys?
Dude, I'm still always messing with it.
Yeah.
When I got it, these guys were invoiced, and I'm like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get what the fuck are fidget toys for. And then
They put them down, started playing with the sweater, and I'm like, yeah, he needs them.
God damn it! God damn it!
Got him.
They did get me. No, because I play with other things. If I don't have that, I start ruining other things. I start doing like stuff like, this. It's like,
Yeah.
Oh, I do that.
I start ruining shit around me. I can't.
I click pens.
Oh, that clicky sound. Yeah. It happens.
If they made a new Baki game, yeah, that'd be great. I think there are a lot of like easy slam dunks. Baki is not one of them. I think there are a lot of shows that are just like, yo, profit guaranteed. I don't know what you're doing.
Maybe Tekken 8 could do a collab with Baki.
What a bad idea. Anyway.
What?
Damn, tell him how it is.
Damn.
It's a terrible fucking idea. What do you mean? Anyway. Thanks so much for watching. This has been another Around the Bush, shorter than usual. Short and sweet, I like to call them. Because there's a Street Fighter to play and a video to review. Yeah, we'll be back with more scheduled content soon. Thanks, everybody. Rene is out on vacay. He'll be back next week. If he wants to do an Around the Bush next week, he can do an Around the Bush next week. I can't. I'm not here. So... it's up to Rene, really. I am leaving for the United States on Wednesday. There will be videos scheduled on the channel. Hopefully, we won't miss a beat. You won't even notice I'm gone. And I'll record some stuff from LA too. So that's
how many food crimes are you about to commit, GLOBKU?
Exciting! Oh, so many food crimes. So many.
Oh, let's go.
Yes, they have guns.
Yes, you better take pictures of your food crimes.
Maybe I'm dead when I come back. I don't know.
He's already dead. He's already dead.